Hey, Cancer, welcome to your soul path reading. Okay, we are doing the butterfly effect. It is, all of my layouts are just spirit guided, and they said that this one kind of takes like an infinity symbol flow. It's kind of like a expansive Celtic cross. For those of you that are new, welcome. I'm an intuitive. You may find that things vibe with you. You may find that things do not. Okay, don't try to make it fit if it does not fit you. You can reverse roles though. You can see this as the third party situation and not yours. All right. Love may come into it. Love may not. It may be about work. Just take what feels like it's yours. Leave the rest behind. For those of you returning, I appreciate you. I come back because of you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That is what keeps the channel going. I do not monetize my videos. This year I will monetize at the end of the year. I'll monetize this year. My past year is monetized. But I am not making anything other than the donations from this channel. And so when you like, it costs you nothing. When you subscribe, it costs you nothing. It just helps to guide others to the messages that they are seeking. Okay. So Spirit had me do something different with these readings. They had me take my little jar of letters and pull out letters for you guys, which I have not done on the channel before. Okay. I did do the blank readings. I don't know if it was early this year or last year where Spirit had me do readings with blank cards. That was a lot of fun. But I haven't brought my letters out yet. So, Cancer, what you got here was you got LLBFEBN. Okay. They might mean something special to you. I'm kind of getting like this sort of like little love, like almost like a little ladybug. Like there's something so precious to you that just, right, you just are very protective of. And I'm getting that there's somebody that you are really, really like in tune with, like best friends, right? Like they're singing that song in my head. Let me tell you a story about my best friend, right? And they want you to know, okay, everybody needs somebody, okay? You do not need to feel like there is something wrong with you if you are feeling like you're overwhelmed, you need a little love, you need a little support. Look, it's like, and not fitting. You might just feel like you don't fit in too, right? But everybody needs somebody, right? And if your best friend hasn't been available for you lately, that can be really hard. Oliver's over there. Yeah, I'm here for you, right? Oliver's here for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here before we get started for the collective. I do like to start my readings off by pulling for the collective. That way, if you start getting into the reading and you find that there's nothing here for you, you've got a message, or you can jump on at any reading that kind of just tingles at you and get a message for the day. Okay. So for the collective, okay, you're wishing for something, but you have to make space for it. Okay. Letting go. You know, I was talking about a client the other day, and my daughter was like, you know, I said, you know, I think that, you know, sometimes I do tell my clients, like, right, we need a break. Like, you need to go do your homework. All right. Because I am a shamanic practitioner. I do, write the link down below for finding me. I do personal readings as well. But sometimes, like, you need to go do your homework. Okay. Yeah. All right. Something's thawing here. Something's on the edge. You feel it coming in, but you got to do your homework. You got to clear space to make room for this. Okay. So let's go ahead and ground the reading before we move into this infinity energy. I'm going to pull out a couple of cards. This deck is just called the Tarot deck. I went to get sheets at TJ Maxx, and okay, they have a way they want it. Thank you. And I went to get a notebook while I was there. So, because I do shamanic journeys every day for myself, and so I like to keep track of the messages, right? Because sometimes it cycles around and it takes years to cycle around to what you're trying to learn. And just really funny, I go down that aisle and there's these 3 tarot decks. There was this one, and it was just called the Tarot deck. There was the Curious Creatures, and there was a Harry Potter Oracle. I bought all 3. I'm like, oh, they're just here for us, right? Underlying all of this, okay, is a Tower. And then the Page of Pentacles to the King of Cups. So I do feel Page of Cups, right? Like, and there's the Queen of Cups. For some of you, the Hierophant, okay, it could be that you are ready to move on your own, okay? For some of you, it could be like you could have your parents being like, no, right, trying to control your life. But for most of you, right, could be a child or someone younger in between this, okay? The Hierophant here. How do you address this from a higher level, okay? I feel like that is a part of what you're processing. So let's pull out these cards for the butterfly effect. Okay, current and future energies in the flow. Very sneaky spirit. What's that card? 5 of Cups was kind of sneaking out, but not really. So, again, you're trying to seek. I almost feel like you're trying to seek without, it's like seek without causing damage, right? Do no harm. You could be a healer, right? First, do no harm. Okay, they're in the past. Here at the belly of the beast, okay, the crossing energy there. Thank you. We're not going to take all of these, but I've got the Knight of Cups with the King of Swords, 4 of Cups and the Star. Okay, somebody sees their wish. Strength. The overview. Thank you. And the outcome. Thank you. Okay, lying underneath here, we've got, again, that Page of Cups, right? So I do feel that you're wishing, okay, for this new fulfillment that you might not even be able to talk about or be able to vocalize. So let's see where this goes. Okay, we start off with the King of Swords. Okay, I do feel like you are getting, it almost feels to me like you're kind of getting ready to stand up and just like, right, let me give you the declaration here of what I'm doing and where I am going. It's like you're waiting for someone to shut up so that you can get the like a word in edgewise and say what you need to say, right? You recognize that you are very unique. You can tap in. Ooh, I'm getting all those like past life sort of chills energies. Like you can tap in to the astral plane, and it's a very powerful energy. And so when you feel, when you feel like it's for you, oh, you feel it. Suddenly I'm freezing, like my heater's going, but I am head to toe freezing. That to me is a histamine release. and it's often associated with very old ancestral energies. Okay. We've got the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands came in reverse, okay, with a crossing energy of the Strength in reverse. So there's this coming in here where you don't, right, you don't feel like you can take any action towards whatever it is that you are really seeking. Okay, the Well, the Record Keeper. But again, like, you can tap into these areas. Some of you have already started tapping into Akashic Records. And you're being guided to really move in there, right? All of the energies, all of the knowledge you need is there. You just have to move yourself into it. Okay. And we've got the Page of Wands. All right. So for some of you, okay, you feel like you can't do this because you don't have the experience, or you're not capable enough, you're not, old enough. Again, you could have somebody older than you, kind of like that's had you a bit under their thumb, or trying to mentor you and you're ready to move on your own. Okay, the Stingray, right? The Stingray to me is this very magical, like, I've had some magical experiences with Stingrays, and they are definitely like carrying this sort of like alien sort of, right, life force, star seed energy. And they're so mystical, and yet one and you're done for, right? So again, I feel like there is a dark side, right? You have to really protect your Kundalini. You have to really work on balancing your chakras if you're going to follow this path. Okay, don't go it alone, right? They're saying make sure you have those teachers that are going to guide you in all of this. Okay, so current to future energies here. We've got the Magician. Again, I feel like you are like manifesting, right? Like, from all of this knowledge, from this space, from this creation that you're able to kind of like pull from. Okay, and yet for yourself, you are going to be locked out of some aspects of this, right? Some of this is going to be unknown until you do that homework. Okay. We've got the Emperor and the Empress here, right? Again, like I said, you could have parents involved in this, or you could be about to become parents, meeting someone that you're going to marry and have a family with. But what came out in the middle is the Three of Cups. There's too many cooks in the kitchen for this. And that's the part that really has to get cleared up here. Okay, Magician, the Hermit. Okay, again, I feel like a lot of the experimentation that you're doing is very much out of curiosity and to see how far you can push your expansion. But again, right, Spirit's saying there is a dark side to that. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, right? It's 10 of Wands, okay? You're carrying this very heavy load, very unemotional, okay? There's very little emotion attached to this that you're carrying, and yet you've chosen to carry it. That could be part of the thing, is that as healers, as light workers, right, as intuitives, empaths, we often take others' energies on, and you've got to keep it clear, right? You've got to clear it out. You can't carry that. Spirit's going to keep you locked out of certain areas for your own protection. Okay? Okay, the Emperor. 9 of Pentacles. Okay? Could be somebody that you're going to meet at work. All right, there's the Empress again in the middle of this. Could be the third party here, right? But it could be that you're just working very hard to attract an Empress. The Empress, the Three of Cups. Okay, we've already got the Three of Cups here. Again, the Empress could be the third party energy here, right? It could be that the Emperor and the Empress aren't really talking right now because there is something in the middle here. Okay, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, right? Even if this is from a past situation where you have been told, nope, that lucky bamboo is gone, okay? Or you're telling yourself that. I don't feel like it is because it's still out there growing, right? Bottom here, we've got the World and Eight of Cups. You're like, yeah, I've walked away from this, but the King of Wands in the Tower shows me that there's still some sort of action that's going to come into play here. Now, from the past, what is still impacting this? Six of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay. Someone had some dreams here for their future, okay, that really did not take place, right? This heart space feels very tight, very sad. Okay, I've got a crossing energy here of the Queen of Wands, right? Like somebody had to put on the happy face and move through things that feels like it could have been, right? Like before your time, right? With this Page of Swords, like you had to step into this strong role early on in your life, early on in your career, early on in your relationship, right? I'm the light giver, I'm the healer. I've got to do all of the work, bring the light into the darkness, right? Sun up to sundown, which was very hard for you. Okay, Six of Cups, Two of Wands. And so you have followed a pattern through your life here where you have allowed others to come in, right? That's the Tower here, okay? The King of Swords, where an energy came back around to bring your shadow self into your present so that you could deal with it. Now, you felt like you were running away from it, so you might not have. Okay, crossing this Queen of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Working towards this Empress energy, okay, with the Nine of Wands, really having to not just be the leader, but be the defender and wearing many hats, okay? Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. Your wish was for, right, like the 1950s, like mom and dad and child sort of a thing here. Leave it to Beaver. And I don't feel like that's what you got here, right? Page of Pentacles, but that's what you want. And you may be trying to, again, you don't know how to say it. You don't know how to vocalize it, guys. Okay, that this connection, being, partnership, and right, like you know that Leave It to Beaver is over and done with, right? Death here, but right there's the Hierophant. How do you create that right? In this new age. Like some of you like grew up, even if you're younger, like watching these 80s movies and just being like, yeah, right? Like, where's my like true romance coming from here? Okay. At the heart of all of this, okay, is that you want a new story. Okay. And you're starting to manifest it. You're starting to grow it. Again, it could be that you're really digging into Akashics. Could be part of a business plan for you. But it is moving very slow, regardless, this path that you want to be on. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Three of Wands. Yeah, you're ready to get going. But it is a distance, okay? It is a journey. It is a process that's going to take you a little time to get there. And so with this Knight of Wands energy, it's a racing back to the past. So there's an energy of like, kind of like surrendering to the old you if you can't get the new you going. And I feel like that's the healing you have to do to get to the other side of this, right? Yeah, bottom of the deck, there's the Devil and the Ten of Swords. Okay, and the Moon. You got to get to the bottom of what this is that's your blockage. Your strength here, though, is that even if you aren't talking about it, you have this wish to go into this sacred space, right? And to create this sort of very mystical realm and bring it into your everyday life. Yeah, Eight of Cups, okay? As such, you are walking away from the way that you allowed love into your life in the past. Okay, and it's crossed by the Page of Cups. This is inviting new love into your life, and that's the love, right, that you are seeking to bring in here, right? Bottom here is that Page of Cups. Seven of Wands, though, right? Like, you feel like you've got all odds stacked against you. Okay, the overview here is the Nine of Pentacles, and it's a crossing energy. So you know there's work to be done. You're not coming into this reading like, you're all wrong, right? You know it. Again, there is that Ten of Swords. It's in reverse. You've got to do the work to become productive in releasing yourself from these old bonds, old thought processes that are still tied up within you. Yeah, right. And then you get to that new age Hierophant. It takes time, right? We are always learning and growing and healing. And it does take time, but you do, right, end cycles. And that's what's really beautiful about this. Because I feel like you are going to get there, right? Because your outcome here is the Two of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. You're taking your inner child out of that house that it grew up in. Okay? And you're protecting, you're reintegrating. I really feel like this is soul retrieval. Okay? You're going to do some soul retrieval here, and you're going to integrate your inner child back into your being in this protective manner, which then allows you to grow, right? Then you're going to grow. Very beautiful energy. Okay, Chariot there on the bottom. Okay, yep, the Moon in reverse. Then, right, you're clear. See, she's on the outside here looking at the Moon. Then you're not deceptive about what was. You're not romancing about what you want. You're really clear on what the lessons were, and you feel healed. Four of Cups here, though, right? You're not willing to you're just not willing to take the rose-colored glasses anymore. You're not willing to take the old idealisms anymore, right? Like when you get to the end of this, you're going to be like, okay, I don't really want Leave It to Beaver. I don't really want that 1950s, like, La La Land romance, okay? Because I don't want equal give and take unless we're both giving 100%. And you even want 300%, okay? You're not willing to take less than you are worth, okay? And this King of Wands that comes in, I feel like you're going to be like, oh yeah, I see this is someone that is going to step up and be actionable, okay? And there's going to be a lot of really good communication. So this could be with the wands, it could have to do with new job, new work, really growing, really having the mentorship. Okay. But I feel like someone is watching here. Okay. The Six of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Someone is watching here. Watching you get adoration, watching you grow, seeing you become this wish. Again, if this is a mother, there's a sense of pride, but they don't really know how to say it. If this is some sort of third-party energy, they may feel a little bit intimidated here. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at a little bit closer on some of this. Tell me about the Three of Cups. It wants to hide under the tower. Ah, the Ten of Cups. Okay. This is love. Equal, shining right back at you what you are putting in, mirroring. Okay. Mother of Cups at the bottom with the Two of Cups again. Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, crossed by the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this is growing, blooming, and budding as you are moving forward. What's the burden you feel like you're carrying here? Ten of Wands crossed by the Ace of Cups. It's just, how do I get this going? You are going to know when you're going to know it, but how do I get this going? Okay, Page of Cups. Again, be aware when you tap into all of this that you're tapping into. You're calling in new possibilities that you could not have possibly known about. Okay? As you're working through this Ten of Wands, okay, we've got the Ten of Wands and Death here, but it brings forward the Page of Pentacles. Okay? For some of you, right, this is, I feel like, past energy, this Page of Pentacles, that you really have held on to for a long time to grow. And it's going to grow and be reborn in a very new way. But there's the Page of Wands here on the bottom with the Empress. Okay, I feel like, again, you're going to tap into something in this upper pink heart chakra that is going to come in and very much change your world and change your possibilities. Okay. Yeah, the Hierophant, Six of Cups. Underneath the surface, something is growing that's going to come in with this second chance at this divine happiness. And Ten of Swords here in reverse. The Three of Cups. Okay, you've got to do the homework. This Three of Cups is very heavy here in the future. And again, it could be talking to your parents. You may have to sit them down and say, you can't be like all up in my business. Okay, and yeah, all right. There's a lot of broken glass, right, that you are walking through from your past. But it's also why that Three of Cups is so important to you. Okay? You're like, I'm worth what I'm creating. Okay? Page of Swords. I know. I know that I am worth what I'm creating. And Eight of Swords here, right? You are cutting yourself free from a very, very old bond. Okay? Old cord. You're like done with it. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card here. Ooh, that really wanted to come out. Identity, the sorting hat. Okay. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are is our choices. Okay. That's what you're learning. It's not about who you have been told you are. It's about the choices you are making for you. Okay. Very amazing energy there. All right, Cancer. So we're going to close it off with a couple of messages from the universe using my Divine Masculine deck. I'm waiting for my Divine Feminine deck and my Inner Child deck to come. They're somewhere sitting out there on the ocean. Ocean of emotion. I think you're going to have to redo my order and ship it to me again. Okay. Yeah, okay. You've got your eye on the prize, but you could be doing, again, there's a lot of self-work here, but you could be changing your belief around the material wealth, and instead of feeling like you have to work hard for it, you're realizing that if I do what I love, it comes to me. Right? It's a shift in that perspective. Yeah, there's the Ten of Wands, right? The trek. You're realizing that you can walk away from the old ways. There's still a little bit of the journey that you have to take on this, but you're really ready for this. Yeah, free will. Ace of Wands, okay? And there is balance. Okay. Justice. Your instincts for this equality is spot on. Yeah, you're finishing up with this karmic energy. There's the Three of Cups again. Okay. Know that you just need to follow your heart. Okay, because you are spot on with where you are going. We've got the Three of Hearts here, right? The Three of Cups here. 5 times? Like, that in of itself is telling me that that's that devil energy that was underlying, right? Like that's the shadow that you have to finish that last little piece, and then all different story. Okay. So I hope this helps you. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful week. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. I love you, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye.